Happy New Year, Facebook friends. Thanks so much for joining us on this Cairo Secure Facebook Live. It is so exciting because we're kicking off a brand new year with a lot of new material. And I know that when you start fresh, you bring in a new year with passion and energy, and you're well prepared. Everything starts to go in the right direction. So that's what this whole Facebook Live is about, putting steps in place that will allow you to glide through 2022. Bring on the passion, the inspiration, and motivate your staff. They always look back over time and talk about great leaders and what they mean and why they are great leaders. And the most important thing that I've seen as a trend going through looking at great leaders is they motivate themselves, and they motivate themselves to continually grow and be better. And that is one of the things that, as we prepare for 2022, our whole goal is to be better, is to create an atmosphere in your practice that helps the entire community see you as the expert. So let's go to the slides because we have a great deal of info. And as we see that, you always know how much I love my corporate sponsors. We had 16 corporate sponsors join us at the end of 2022. That, my friends, is progress. And hundreds of you have joined as individual contributors, which means we're making a huge impact in the profession. We're building on a legacy of a career for chiropractic. We're helping patients maintain their health, and we're inspiring those that are in pain to find a more natural way to help themselves. So, as we look through, we love to say, Cairo Secure, thank you for always being there with us and ensuring that we can continue the progress. And what progress we're going to make 2022. Remember back in 2020, where we focused on enhancing your health with chiropractic. Well, in 2021, our campaigns revolved around athletes, and that was the Olympics. How do we prevent injury? How do we optimize our health? And how do we ensure that people around the globe will see chiropractic as an amazing benefit to their lives? Well, don't despair. We have some really great moments ahead of us now. In 2022, our new campaign will be focused on all of the above, but in the more natural sense. Stay tuned. We're going to walk you through our campaign this year. So I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat. What is it going to be, McAllister? How are you going to play this out? I can't wait to share it with you. You're going to get a sneak peek today on what we are launching next. Now, look, here is one of the next parts of our themes. Remember, as we're going through the year, we want to spice it up. We want it to be fresh. We want it to be fun. We don't just stick to these themes, but they're important because then we know we've covered a lot of the bases where patients are coming to us. So I want you to kind of take a look at these PR themes. Remember, we have 30,000 doctors that are joining us, 46 chiropractic state associations, and 16 colleges. They're all collaborating with us in this marketing and advertising. And that is to ensure that we are hitting all of the marks. We're best practice, we're bringing out the research, we're inspiring our patients. So I want you to see that every year we offer out a survey to see if we're hitting those marks with our members. And we work diligently to ensure we align our PR themes with those topics. As well, we want to direct our target audiences to ensure we're hitting consumers, third-party payers, healthcare workers, and academic institutions with our chiropractic messaging. As we know, outlining 2022 themes, we've had a couple of adjustments. Yes, I did say that, pun intended, to our March Women's Health. We're doing that because March has now been designated as the International Women's Month, and we want to make sure we're covering some of the important women's issues. We'll be doing that same thing for men at the end of the year. So stay tuned because there's a lot of great moments ahead as we start to develop those topics out and get the materials that are right for you. Remember, if you're a member with the foundation, you can download infographics, brochures, flyers, white papers, and also look at these themes. Discuss the themes with your staff because that's also important. What your staff knows is how they're going to showcase what it's going to look like in the future. And that's why a roadmap is important. A roadmap leads you down the journey of success. And when your staff knows where you're going, they know what the opportunities and objectives are to talk to the patients. They're the first line connection. So these PR themes are aligned in our marketing roadmaps, and these roadmaps focus on the theme of the month. And the majority of materials within it will be tailored to that topic, but not all of them. We spice it up a little bit. And if you haven't been to my LinkedIn page, please do so. I had 1,000 people join me on LinkedIn last week because of the pandemic posture infographic. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's a good one. I loved it myself. I posted it personally on my LinkedIn page. Share it from my LinkedIn. Whenever you see something that's posted from the foundation, please feel free to share it and make a comment about your practice and why chiropractic is so very important. So remember that these roadmaps will have all sorts of information in them. There'll be social media cover photos, infographics. Every week, customizable PowerPoints will be available to you and some implementation toolkits. And that's why you want your staff to get a hold of these and discuss together. One of the best ways to ensure you're receiving these benefits is that you look at becoming a member with the foundation, because we want you to have the latest, greatest information, the research, the best practices, the implementation toolkits. Together, we will bring a brighter future that allows the consumer to see a uniform front. Now, we talked about social media cover photos. What do they look like and why are they important? Well, you want to keep things moving along in social media. And the best way is to always look like you're fresh, you're new, and you're on top of it. Patients know when you change your social media cover page because it'll pop up for them if they're following you. So you want to be active on your social media, especially Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And as you know, January theme, the cover photos are all focused on our older adults, preventing falls, because this is one of those months that we unfortunately do see a higher number of adverse events because of falls, and we want to prevent them. And you'll see here a quote from Harris. He's a Green Beret, Special Forces, author, doctor, and working with social services. Falling down is a part of life. Getting back up is living. So that's one of the reasons why we want to make sure that we keep our social cover page moving along. Is we want them to be living their best life, and you're one of the avenues to do that. As we look through, we have some fantastic webinars. Now, these DC webinars are designed for your practice so that you can keep current. We have lots of wonderful speakers that come with the up-to-date, most important information that really will impact your particular practice. And look, you can get these scheduled all the way out to June. You see that little arrow in the corner that says click here to register? Register for all of them. Put them in your Outlook schedule or your Google, whatever keeps you organized, and make sure you make the time to be the best doctor you can be. And that means finding more information. How do you continue to sharpen the saw in your practice? So get those scheduled. But listen, we didn't just think of you, doctor. We thought of your entire staff. And that's what Pump Up Your Progress CA webinars are all about. It really is about pumping up your progress for your entire team. So you can look at these, you can talk with your staff on, let's make time for this. Now, if you can't attend these CA Pump Up Your Progress webinars with your staff, if you're a silver or up, you can actually get the recordings. So when you're getting your individual membership at the foundation at f4cp.org/package, make sure you schedule for a silver or a gold. Lots of benefits there, including the recordings that you can do on your time with your staff. Now, you joined me. Why? Because you wanted to know more about what 2022 campaigns are all about. While you're familiar with our annual September Drug-Free Pain Management Awareness Month, I wanted to bring attention to our latest campaign launching this year, and you are the very first audience to be able to see this. I'm excited to share it with you, which is Naturally Chiropractic. As we know, chiropractic care is safe. It's a drug-free, non-invasive, surgery-free, and natural approach to healthcare. Our objective in 2022 is actually to continue to build awareness regarding all the natural components that chiropractic care offers, as well as an in-app marketing advertisement and social media campaign. We're looking forward to officially launching this soon, and we're so glad you got to see it first here on Chiro Secure. The choice is clear, and the choice is naturally chiropractic. All right, let's get moving to what's new, what's fun, and how do I keep my patient base excited about what you do every day? That's Adjusted Reality. Adjusted Reality is a podcast series trusted by the adjusted, and it's brought to the consumer on a very fun, easy, and relatable way to bring in their healthcare initiatives, but in a way that just feels light and exciting. I want you to remember this. This is one of those moments in time where we can't jam chiropractic down their throat, but we can easily weave it into their healthcare opportunities. So, over the past year, we launched Adjusted Reality Podcast. And as you know, we've won awards, which is amazingly exciting. But what's really exciting is that you're sharing it with your patients. In fact, we've had over 30,000 downloads to it, and it's been in 30 countries. This year, we're looking forward to launching our third season with new guests, encouraging consumers to learn more about chiropractic in that fun and relatable way. So, I'm going to ask you to join us. More breaking news. We are launching, as I said, our season 3, and you have a chance to win a special adjusted reality gift bag. Retail value is about $250, and it is smashing. You're going to be excited when you get it. We want to learn how you enjoyed Adjusted Reality, what podcasts were fun for you, and you're going to see that Facebook game posted shortly on our Facebook site. So please join us. It's fun and it's an easy win, and you'll be amazed on what is in that Adjusted Reality bag. I think you'll be very pleased. So go to our Facebook site and you will see shortly the game rules. What does it take to win the Adjusted Reality gift bag? It is a special competition, and Chiro Secure friends, you are the first to know about it. So you'll be right in there right away. So let's look at Adjusted Reality. What actually has launched this year? And we had a fabulous guest. That fabulous
I
guest was DJ Townsend. And we're going to listen just to a snippet of that.
I was in need of chiropractic assistance at age 19. So I would have to go to the chiropractor twice a week in college to because I would have back spasms and trouble walking. This was during football. So it's I should have started yoga back then, but I didn't start until later on in life when I was pretty much coming towards the end of my football career, and I realized like I don't want to be in my 30s walking with crutches or a cane or any kind of assistance whatsoever. So I decided to take my future into my own hands and do something that was more preventative.
Friends, that's the inspiration that they need. Finding more balance. And, DJ Townsend said in his podcast that one of the things that he looked at was finding alignment. Is that not our philosophy? Is finding balance and putting them back in alignment. So I really do think this is a great way to kick off the new year. And I've been told through many, many men that, well, most men don't do yoga. And this might be just an inspiring opportunity for them to look closer at yoga so they can find balance, so they can support their chiropractic care. And you can share with them what it means to stretch, to strength, and to be flexible in their daily lives so that they're not sitting at their computers hunched down. What person out there does not need a little help up in today's world? And that's going to be you. You're the coach, you're the healthcare provider, you're the doctor with the expertise as we go through. And you see, speaking of expertise, this is now going to be the year that you prepare your 2022 marketing roadmap. This is your year to be the very best you've ever been in your entire life. How to do that? Follow this tip sheet. As you begin 22, evaluate your marketing strategies for your clinic. Our 2022 Marketing Vision Tip Sheet walks you through a few ways that you can ensure a bright future for the chiropractic profession while setting up your practice for success. But you don't have to do it alone. Our research shows monthly marketing roadmaps keep you on track. Our Adjusted Reality podcast, our PowerPoint presentations, and print materials are easy to implement in your practice. If you're already a member with the foundation, then you're perfect. You're signed up and you're ready to go. If you're not, is this the year 2022 allows you to have progress in a way unimaginable? And the next part, updates. So, what is my return on investment when I become a foundation member? And I want to share with you some of our highlights so that you can see, is my money being put to use? Our stakeholder report has just come out and we've had tremendous feedback on it. And I think if you read that and you see not only the awards that you can see on the bottom, but also the places that we've hit, the millions of people that we have actually shared chiropractic with in 2021, I think you're going to say that was a very, very good investment. And I certainly hope that if you have any feedback or anything more that you want to share with us, don't hesitate. We love feedback and we love hearing from you. Well, I wanted to remind you, we won a gold video award for I Know Pain, the title of the 30-second spot that the foundation created, which aired 25 times on NBC networks during the Summer Olympics. We're very proud of it. It is like the Oscars for commercials, and it arrived at my doorstep last Friday, and it was presented in a fabulous black gold box, and it is something to be very proud of. If you're joining me at Parker, we're going to announce it, so keep posted. I'm going to show you the real live version of what the video award looks like because it's yours. You paid for it, you own it. Those awards are not ours at the foundation, they're yours, and we want you to be as proud of it as we are, because what other profession is winning like this? I don't know anyone who has this many awards as last year, but we have to keep pushing the needle. We have to keep growing. We have to keep building together. And as you can see, we do also have the end of year video. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to ask you to see how far we've come as a profession with the foundation. It's unity. It's bringing us together, unity through opportunity and diversity. And that's what's going to make us such an amazing profession. We're recognizing it and we're exploring ways to which we can do a better job. So, exploring ways, look at these billboards. Last year, we did over 40 across the nation. That makes us incredible. You never know which marketing tactic is doing the best, but I'll tell you what, these marketing billboards are in fact doing an incredible job. It makes you smile. And speaking of smiling, I want you to know that if you would like a fun, easy way, no effort to support the foundation's campaigns, please click your charity of choice on Amazon Smile. It's easy to do. Just go to Amazon, smile.amazon.com. You'll see it on that slide. Again, smile.amazon.com. And all you have to do is sign up there. You pick the Foundation for Chiropractic Education, and it's an easy donation, and you don't have to do anything more but be on the smile when you order at Amazon. And that will make the entire profession smile. Listen, I last year did just a few purchases on Amazon and it donated $40. I did nothing other than just do what I normally do. 0.5% of the purchases will go back to the foundation. This will make us stronger, brighter, and happier to build our marketing campaigns. Every dollar that goes in is a dollar that goes out to the advertising across the nation. And so we want to build your practice. We want to build awareness. We want to build this future of chiropractic together. And that's how we're going to make a big difference in our life. And today, I want to thank you for being part of the foundation. If you're not yet, f4cp.org/package. Today is the day. Start 2022 in the biggest bang ever. Get your staff fired up. Get your community fired up on what you do as an expert in chiropractic care, building and optimizing naturally through chiropractic. So join us back here next week for ChiroSecure's Facebook Live, where we have Dr. Mark Studin. He's fantastic. You won't want to miss him. But I want to end with this. Thank you. Happy New Year. Make this the very best year ever. And do it with the foundation. You're part of our foundation family, and we want to explore, ignite, and develop new ways to get those consumers to work with us in chiropractic and optimizing their health. So we will see you next month. Don't miss it. Another exciting topic is coming up, but don't forget to go to our Facebook site and find out more about that competition that's coming up through Adjusted Reality. Thanks so much for joining me.
Isn't it time you join the most powerful team of successful doctors in chiropractic and go for the gold? Simply go to www.f4cp.org/package and get your customized practice success solution.